Hello, guys, and welcome to our new podcast episode. This is Collaborator Podcast, a place where we gather with amazing SEO minds and sharing our experience and help you to build your strategy in a more proper way. And today, my guest is Ivana Flynn. Ivana is a dynamic SEO speaker, thought leader, and expert in iGaming SEO with overall experience more than 16 years. She also knows a lot about Reddit, content strategy, and link building. So today we are going to cover case strategies for 2025 for casino websites and what pitfalls you should to avoid. How you can build your content strategy effectively and focusing on the right target keywords approach. And how to build backlinks saving your budget. Thank you, Ivana, for joining us.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for inviting me and having me. I'm glad to be here. Shortly about me, I'm Ivana, as you said. I have 16 years of SEO on my belt, nine of that from iGaming, which covers esports, sports betting, casino betting, slots, and all of that. So very, very competitive niche. And we have to be very clever to make sure that we rank. So I guess that's what we're going to be talking about today.
I would like to start with most common questions which people ask in the beginning of the year. What strategies are outdated for 2025 and what strategies we should focus on in this year?
One strategy that is definitely outdated is thinking that you're optimizing for Google and Google only. We know that first time since 2015, Google's market of share of the search dropped under 90% and it keeps dropping. Why is this happening? Because people search differently, people look for results differently, and they interact with the results differently. We have got growth of ChatGPT. We all know that. We all use it. Simply, when you want an answer, you go there. So you need to learn how to optimize for that. We have got growing LLMs. Google is looking into AI overviews, which is a AI LLM, and you need to be prepared to rank for that. As well, Reddit is growing. uh, YouTube is growing. So, what is outdated is not diversifying your strategy. My number one tip for 2025, and I keep saying this over and over and over, diversify. Learn how to optimize for everywhere, how to optimize and work with the new results, and make sure that you stay relevant. Because if you are going only after Google, I'm not saying that roughly 90% of market is not enough, but it is not everything. It is not what it was. And it keeps changing, right? The new generation, you know, Gen Zs, they're starting to get to their 30s. They already have money to spend. You need to cater for them. And they like to see videos and pictures, and it needs to capture their attention like this, in few seconds. And if you are not capturing their attention, somebody else is. So you always ask yourself, have I optimized enough? Am I catching people's attention? Am I there where my customer is? So diversify, 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 and keep learning how to optimize, because SEO changed beyond recognition by now.
What do you think about affiliate marketing in a gaming industry? Does it still actual for people who want to jump in this journey?
Absolutely. Affiliation is here and will be here, might change a little bit. Affiliates are the one who are very clever and always discover the new ways. So they don't rely just on their own website. They are the one who created a mess of parasite SEO because they understood how valuable that is and how to work with it. They are the ones jumping on Reddit and using that. They are the one promoting products of affiliation of iGaming on YouTube. They have got their own Twitch channels. So yes, it is very, very viable business. And you need to be clever and creative to be good in affiliate marketing. But it is here and it will always be here because people will still love to compare things, look for deals, understand things. And many times operators simply don't do that. Operators score on their branded names mainly, which they use for acquisition and retention. They score for short term keywords, online casino, sports betting, but they don't really give you in comparison or understanding or learning. So affiliates provide that. And they provide a very, very valuable clients if they do it correctly. So I don't think affiliation is dying. Again, it is changing, but they are the first one to flag that and they are the first one to use all the channels. So they are definitely They know what they're doing.
How we should focus on the right content approach, because as you said, we have AI, we have videos, images, and I think that some kind of strategies with typical blogs, which people use, like how to bet, how to articles. I'm talking about this. My main point is that creating a really good articles for affiliate marketing in this niche, it's really expensive, because firstly it's quite a big challenge to find a good writer who has an experience in this field. It's not so cheap. Of course, probably you can use AI tools to participate in writing, but do not use AI for writing text from scratch if you are not a super technical person. But in general, it's so competitive niche, and we always running to get a new keywords, new tops, new pages. Is it really worth to create thousands of pages this year?
No, I would say that the strategy has changed. You obviously need to understand which markets you're looking into and what is your product, and then create your strategy. Now, if you are creating website from scratch and you're starting and you're looking at what is in that market and running keyword research, again, you are not doing it the old way. You are not using just two tools that gonna spit some results and you copy paste and then think you have a keyword research. No, you play on your phone because you need to understand what is the result on your phone and get the suggestions there. You go to ChatGPT and play around with that and ask ChatGPT to help you with keyword research because that ChatGPT understands it differently than Google and you want to be visible on ChatGPT as a source. You will ask ChatGPT as well for tips. And you will search with ChatGPT asking, for example, what is the best online casino for Poland, and you will see those results because you will get the recommendations. So you need to think outside of a box. You cannot just play with your tools and things you're done. You need to really go and do deep dive into the marketing, to use proxies. If you are, let's say I'm in Malta, I'm doing research for Romania, I'm going to use not just VPN, I'm going to use local proxy to actually see what a domestic user is using there. So you need to be very, very clever, and as well you need to understand what is showing as a result. Is it YouTube? Is it Reddit? Maybe those are not relevant in your market at all. But if they are, you need to be there as well and need to understand how to work with these channels in this market. So once you create your keyword research, you start to plan your strategy. What are my pillar pages and what are the supportive pages of this? As an affiliate, obviously you're growing the traffic of creating rankings for lots and lots and lots of keywords. But which keywords are you planning to target? The easiest way is to go through the brand names of your partners and offering bonuses or their features or reviewing them. This is a first step that will start to grow your traffic. And we know that traffic is a ranking signal. So once you start to grow that, you can push for more competitive keywords, which are games, table games, casino games, live casino games. And once you start to master this, then you can go for the very big names like new online casinos, South Africa. Like you can really then do that. But don't start with hoping that you're going to rank for online casinos anywhere with the first few months, with the first few pages. You need to optimize for all of it. If you want to do blog, I am not against blogs, but I don't think they should be how to win in this or how to do this because everybody's doing it. However, blog is a beautiful place where you can be creative and you can use this for, let's say, your eat signals. Let's say you are working on crypto casino. Crypto casinos are massively growing. They are everywhere. It is like mushrooms after rain. Everywhere you look, there is crypto. It's super popular. So to stand out, you want to be an expert in talking about crypto, which doesn't come just from reviewing crypto casinos or telling people what is Bitcoin, right? You can use that blog and interview experts in crypto and ask them their opinion how it works. You can ask people that work with payments and they explain you how it works with casinos. What are the problems? What are the good things about using crypto? Now, these people will have an interview. You will obviously link to them, their profiles, their websites. And then once the interview is out, they will hopefully link back to you or mention it on their LinkedIn that they were interviewed here. Now you're building very interesting eat products because you are creating very much of an expertise on your website, on blogs, talking to experts in the things that you are pushing. Doesn't have to be only payments and crypto experts as well. For example, game providers that are integrating crypto. You can really create a niche for your blog. Now, this blog will start to rank because you will get all this interesting outreach. And as well, you can support it with links that are very relevant to this because we know that a lot of eat signals are coming from off page relevancy. Obviously, you're not going to link from a fashion blog to it, but there are many good blogs about crypto, and you can try to get links there to support you. But that article that is on your website, that interview, needs to be very relevant to them because a huge crypto site is not going to link to you how to play in crypto casino. So this way you can create a beautiful, very strong eat signals. You don't have to invest in 2 million pages. You can have, let's say, one strong interview a month, but you will tick the on page, off page, the social media, the engagement, and the blog will make sense without spending extreme amount of money on it. Because as you said, iGaming is expensive, and it will actually have a value that will convert, and it will convert differently rather than click here and deposit with our partners. But it will bring you stability through Google updates. It will bring you a relevancy in your niche. And you can do this with other ones. I just gave a crypto as an example, but obviously you can do that for sports. Sports is beautiful niche. You can, for example, talk to fans. Why do you love this club? Why are you loyal to them? And these people love to talk to you, and they'll tell you, okay, I like betting on them because this, or I don't like them, or they will tell you why they like certain provider. There is so much content out there almost for free. You just need to be creative, and you have to stop thinking the old way, like, okay, we need to talk about how to play roulette. What is American roulette? What is European roulette? No, that's very old. You need to start to think the new way, diversify, be creative. SEO is all about that.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. And just as an example, I would like to share a screenshot of very famous website. This website called gambling.com. Yeah, if you don't mind, I would like to share this example. We can see, for example, via operator site there, gambling.com, how to. And this is exactly that what you said. How to bet on horses, how to play roulette, it's how to play rummy poker. Do these articles really work for today? Because I think that it's quite outdated in case of that. Google is crawling every day billions of pages. And when we are creating a new web page, we should think about, does this page really answers user intent comparing with other thousand pages on this topic?
It's a good question. I wouldn't invest in it. I wouldn't invest in this if I'm building a new website. However, you cannot compare a huge website like casino.org or gambling.com that are around for 10, 20 years, and they've built this from beginning, and they were sort of original when they were building it, and they keep building that because that's what they are doing and they are known for that. So for them, it works. Of course, it works. But for the new sites, I would be more original. If you really want an education center, I would more create maybe videos, maybe embed them on YouTube and explain how things works because we are lazy to read. And then you can use a transcript on your videos. This is important as well because we know that Google is training their LLM models, their AI agents, on YouTube. So when they are learning what is going to be in AI overviews, this is coming from YouTube, Wikipedia, and Reddit. This is where they are trying to learn the information from people. That's why they love this user generated content. So I would be there for this reason as well. And I would prefer to do that and explain it in fun, entertaining new way rather than having 2,000 words article on my page. I would do the same for casino reviews. I would review them. I would still explain why this casino is good. What are their offers? What are their bonuses? What are the payment methods? All of that you need to do. However, I would still have a video because that is something people don't do and it's something we like to consume more. If I'm learning something new, I am very much a video consumer. I watch videos. And then, of course, I read about it, but it's easier for me to understand in a video, especially because English is not my first language. And many times, listening to it is easier than reading and understanding. So I think videos are a fantastic way of serving content and consuming content. And we are still missing it. If you go through any of the affiliate websites out there, you very rarely see reviews in video form or interviews or I don't know, maybe a video how to play a game, actually people playing the game. Even though this is what people would probably like to see, like, okay, this is how the bonus work and this is what this line means, rather than reading about it. And you still don't see it. So if you are creating an affiliate website in 2025, you need to understand that the product needs to be reviewed differently and served differently to the user, because it's how we like to interact with things, and we know that the soft metrics are very, very important for Google. So once you have the content and the links and the traffic, are people staying? Are they actually interacting with your content? Are they doing what each page is telling them to do, which is maybe watch the video, maybe read, maybe continue to your partner and deposit? But if they are not doing this, then you are failing and you are not ticking the boxes that Google needs you to tick to be a good result, and you start to drop. So having in mind your product and your consumer, try to find how to connect them, because I think those 2,000-3,000 word blogs are a disconnect by now.
Totally, totally agree. Coming back to keywords and keyword research, I would like to ask you a question about cost per click. Do these metrics really can help us to focus on really money keywords that can bring us affiliates and new revenue to our pages? Does it work for today? So when we are doing keyword research, there are plenty of low volume or mid-level keyword volume keywords, but they have a huge amount of cost per click. Sometimes we have keywords like no deposit bonus casino,
Mhm.
but when you get this page on top, it doesn't work. It seems like it has a target intent, but unfortunately, people do not click in that articles. They just skip away it. So my question was: should we operate also PPC data for our keyword research to focus exactly on the right approach for our strategy and save our budget for content?
Absolutely. I mean, Keyword Planner is a huge part. And if you have a good PPC partner, they always share this with you. They share the trends with you. They share all the information that you as an SEO are lacking, because Google is keeping SEOs a little bit in the dark, aren't they? If you are PPC, you have got Keyword Planner with data, such as these keywords are performing like this in your market and this is how much they cost. Yes, I always recommend people to work with their PPC counterpart, understand what each channel is doing, and they can support each other so, so much. Concentrating on the lower volume keywords, of course, you need to do that, because more long tail keywords, better conversion, easier to get them. Like, you understand the intent better if there is a question and you manage to answer it, if you appear in people also ask for. And this data is really very much coming from keyword planners that are the paid tools for PPC, which obviously, again, once SEOs don't have. But absolutely work with your PPC, get this data, and build your strategy around it, as well, not to cannibalize with the efforts that PPC is doing, because you need to align. We are operating on the same space, right? They are above us. They will always be above us. They pay. But we are operating in the same space. And if you are both targeting the same keywords and you're cannibalizing your own results, then that's not good. So aligning with your PPC partner is a must for a very good strategy. But we as SEOs don't stand alone, and we need to align with absolutely every channel, because you need to understand if you are allowed to do this. You have PPC campaign, you have social media partners there and campaigns, and you have got programmatic, and they create a certain push and they create a certain hunger, because maybe you're promoting something. So then you as SEO know exactly what to push, but you cannot just start to create SEO campaigns or start new SEO wave of pushing things through blog or from wherever without knowing which your partners are doing, because there might be a massive disconnect. Let's say you have got affiliation that covers casino and sports at the same time. You are concentrating on casino because that usually has better revenue. However, social media, programmatic, and everybody else is pushing sports, and you are not there with the landing pages. You optimized nothing. You didn't create a link profile for that. You are not ranking. People are going somewhere else, even though you're spending hundreds and thousands on a campaign on all the other parts of marketing. You, as an SEO, are completely disconnected. You don't know this is going on. So you are not there to rank. So, therefore, yes, work with everyone, get the data from everyone, align with everyone. That's the only way to create a very good, strong SEO.
It's time to move to the most interesting part: how to build backlinks for iGaming niche and save your shirt. I mean, how to not to broke a leg with this crazy budget for links, because every time when people are looking for websites, let's be honest, backlinks are cost some money anyway, especially in iGaming niches, because no one wants to link you for free. Of course, you can create some kind of great digital PR campaign. I would like to add that I heard from one of our colleagues, his name is Viktor Karpenko. He recently said in one of the SEO streams that they did some kind of statistics or interview, as you said before, like ask or make interview with fans of football club, and then they published this article and bought some PPC campaigns on this article to get on top. Why do they did this? Because every time when journalist is looking for some kind of quotes or citations or sources where they can link, they see a PPC result in the top of page, and probably they will link to you. So this can be as a small trick how you can promote in organic way your digital assets for iGaming niche. But coming back to the topic, what backlinks should we focus for and how to work with it in case when we have different license regulations in different countries, because I think it's common question for people, and not a lot of people have knowledge about this.
First of all, I want to say that links are important. A lot of people are saying like links are not important, they are dying off. Google is saying they are not important. In a moment, Google says don't do links, you need to do links, because we know don't exactly listen to Google all the time. We all need links. Links are easy thing to measure when Google is deciding if you are a good and quality result. Links you cannot not do. However, it is about the quality of the links, because we see lots and lots and lots of abuse. Lately, I really am studying this part of a new link started in, I don't know, 2 months ago, October, November 2024. And suddenly they have got out of nowhere DR70 and traffic 5,000, 6,000. And this is all manipulation, right? There are tools, automated tools that can help you create massive DR. There are automated tools and motivated viral bot traffic, whatever you want to call it, that creates a visual of traffic. This is not real. This is not real. You need to understand that if you are just after DR and traffic, you're going to buy a bad link this way. And in 2-3 months, this link will disappear. And then they will create new link that will have this massive metrics out of nowhere. So if I'm going to talk to you about links, I would say look into the main things. Relevancy, obviously. This is super easy for sports because people love sports. They talk about sports. You have got lots of sports media. Every newspaper has got sport part. This is very easy to get a quality link to sports. Plus, your sport content can be interesting. When it comes to casino, yeah, that's a little bit more difficult to get good links, because what is relevant for casino? And this is the answer you need to give yourself. Like, do I think technology is relevant for casino? Can I naturally create a link from technology website? Yes, I can. For me, it's useful. Finance, is that good? Mommy block, is that good? No, it isn't. So you need to create sort of understanding the relevancy for yourself. I cannot tell you what's good for you, because what's good for affiliates is not good for operators and vice versa. But creating the relevancy for casino, I would say, is a little bit trickier than for sports. But of course, I always say relevancy. And then for me, it is not just about the metrics. Of course, I don't want to see zero traffic and zero DR and zero LRT. I don't. Nobody wants to see that. But what I want to see is that the website is growing long time. So maybe my goal would be to get traffic around 2000 from UK because I'm building link for UK. But if the traffic is growing steadily over 2 3 years and it's just 1370, it is good because it's steadily growing. It's not one of those I have lots of traffic and then I don't have traffic. For me, it's, is the website real? Are the webmasters taking care of the website long term? And is the website regularly growing? Even if it's going through updates and sometimes it loses a little bit of traffic and then gain it. It's normal. It's normal sort of trajectory of the traffic. And then of course I like to look at the metrics, but are they growing steadily? Like, is it not that yesterday they had metrics very, very low and suddenly they are very, very big? So I like to understand the health of the website. And is the website going to be here in 1 year time? Are they still going to be linking to me? And is that link still going to be a quality for me? So those are first thing I look into. Now, this is very problematic sometimes for iGaming, especially if you are working with casinos that are in a space where they shouldn't be, where they don't have the license. A lot of these good things don't link to you. So then we resolve to absolutely horrible things such as PBNs and link farms. And sometimes you simply don't have a choice. But if you have a choice, make sure that you work with good links and that you work with people who are providing those good links, because you got so many people nowadays on LinkedIn saying, I sell links, I sell links. These people will take money, not build links, or the links will disappear. You need a trusted partner. Okay, having a partner that is there and have your back when the link disappear or is no index or the website disappear, I think it's one of the most important things, is to have trusted partner to build links.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to add a small announcement that, by the way, in Collaborator, we have about 8,000 of websites which have verified Google Analytics and Google Search Console. No one from the link providers cannot provide you the real Google Analytics data. As you said, a lot of websites can manipulate your metrics. So here the solution, you can verify and be sure that those websites are really reliable. So coming back to topic about backlinks, I would like to ask you, how do you manage the link indexation, and in general, how do you manage your links? It's a typical situation when some kind of link providers put a link, and then in some time you can see your competitors in the same article. And this is a huge problem for a lot of people who are paying for those links, and they do not want to see any other competitors. How we should build this process? Of course, we can use some kind of tools with monitoring backlinks, but how to build this flow?
And this is where the good partner comes in place. Good partner usually, like, this is what I'm saying, like, work with good partner, someone who actually knows what they're doing with the links, and they will not try to mess up your link you paid for by inserting links of your 20 competitors in the same article. I have seen it, I have done it, I have fought it over and over and over. Because, as you said, indexing of links is important. It is not given that the links is going to be indexed, because Google is very picky with what they're indexing. Again, a good partner comes in place and they have your back and said, this is indexed, or you pay us once it's indexed, or we keep trying to submit it and get it indexed. But if you have someone who just wants to make money of links and disappear, and they will not have your back and go back to the webmaster saying the link is not indexed, can you please go to Google Search Console and request indexing? Indexing links, it's, we, especially if it's AI content, especially if it has nothing to do on that site, it might not get indexed. So once it gets indexed, you definitely don't want competitors in your space, and it happens. And what can you do? You can go to your partner. That's, for example, when I work with link builders, I work with agencies. I work with big names such as you, because you are big name and everybody knows, everybody knows Collaborator, because you are in the space for years. You didn't just appear yesterday saying, oh, we're going to do links. You are there, and obviously you survive because you provide quality. And there are a lot of good places that provide quality and have your back. I would never work with someone who is just writing me on LinkedIn saying, I have got this amazing amount of links for very cheap, why don't you buy them?
Yeah, I just want to add and close this question about link sellers via LinkedIn, because I saw that many people are so aggressive to those people. If you see that someone is spamming you on LinkedIn, just copy this spreadsheet and add those backlinks into your blacklist.
Yeah, and this is the problem with those people spamming you. They all have got the same spreadsheet, same links. There is no quality because they all somehow miraculously manage to find the same spreadsheet and send it to you. Sometimes I get 20 people writing to me like, why don't you buy my links? And I'm looking like, okay, this someone offered me the same links yesterday with a little bit cheaper today, 7 times with same pricing. So exactly, if somebody is spamming you with this, those links are no good, because if everybody has them, Google knows that they are selling. Google doesn't give them priority and might cost you a penalty. Like, original outreach, trusted partners, this is the way to go, especially because links are expensive. And especially even if the link is not expensive, in a moment you say, I work with casino, the links triples. Like, the prices are not fair for iGaming. They know that there is money, so the links suddenly go up in price. You many times have those platforms saying the link is 200 euro. But here is a multiplier if you are a casino, and it's time 3.5. So, it doesn't come to 200, it comes to, what is it, 700 suddenly. Is my mathematics correct there? Hopefully. So it comes to 700. And you're looking at like, oh, I'm going to just get this amazing link for 200. And in the end, when you're paying your invoice, surprise, surprise, you're paying 3.5 times the price, because that is how iGaming is treated. And there's nothing you can do about it, because, everybody has got the freedom to make their own prices. You can just either take it or leave it, or do outreach yourself if you want to, but in the end that's very lengthy and in the end very expensive. So find a trusted partner, that's all I'm going to say here, because trusted partner is not going to give you spammy links. Trusted partner is not going to put another 5 competitors in your article, and if that happens, trusted partner will tell you. So that's, I would say, that's the biggest value of link building: have a trusted partner.
Regarding the backlinks quality, I would like to ask you a question about. Recently, I noticed that not a lot of people are taking care about checking the website for backlink placement via web archive. I mean, is it really important? Because for me, for example, it's quite important. When I see in Ahrefs that website was growing, then suddenly drop down, and then suddenly grow up. For me, it's a signal that probably we are going to have a deal with a drop domain, with expired domain. What are your main basic requirements when you're working with your team? Probably you try to teach your people how to you should check in backlinks quickly, easily, and effectively. What are your top five probably requirements for backlink placement for iGaming, of course?
Well, as I said previously, one of the things is relevancy, and if the website is online for a while. I don't like these new websites that, as you said, just suddenly it's a drop domain with lots of redirects or manipulation to create metrics and traffic. So I don't do that. But if I tell my team, I always tell them, even look into the website, open the website where you go, because you don't want to buy from link farm. And if it's a drop domain, usually was bought to be a link farm or part of PBN and just sell and sell and sell. For me, one of the big problems is when you are getting links, and this is problem in markets such as Finland, Sweden, like those really difficult markets, Australia. And you visit the website, and every single article on that website is linking to someone. Like, obviously, this link has zero value for you. So visit the website, understand the website. Is it a real website, or was it built to sell you links? Those are the first things I tell people. Is it relevant? Is the link online for a long time? Is there actual website behind it that has got an intention to grow and be a good source of information on internet? And play around with the website, understand if it was built for links only. So those are the main things. The metrics, of course, as I said previously, I don't want to have zero, but the metrics are sort of secondary, because a website with lots of very good traffic might have DR just 20. And if you are chasing the 30 and you're not going to go a little bit lower, you might miss out on a good thing, because if it's a real website, the metrics will come. So I always go, real website is the first real thing for me that I check for.
And what's your opinion about niche edits or link inserts? How do you work with this? Is it a good strategy to improve your rankings? Because seems like it's quite easy, just pay some money, get inserted link into a page which is ranking for some kind of relevant keywords. What do you think about this kind of strategy?
Okay, so strategy, of course, it's not just off page. Off page is very important. Good PR campaign, if you can manage it in your niche, it's very important. But it always starts on page, because Google comes and Google crawls your website. And if for some strange reason they cannot visit the website because there are technical blocks, then you're not going to rank. Or if you don't have content, if you are not answering anything, if the pages are empty or very thin, you're not going to rank. So for me, it always starts, do I have a good website technically? Is it stable? Can people in Google actually click on it and it's not going to crash? Did I set up my caching correctly so Google is not struggling and I'm not wasting my crawl budget? Did I tick the technical things? Have I made my checks? Is Googlebot and other bots able to come to my website? I'm not blocking this somewhere. Is it able to read it? Once those technical checks are done, you need to have a good content. It is wild, wild west out there with AI content. I'm not saying don't completely use AI to help you with content, but don't rely on it, because AI content is still not that great, right? It's still not on a quality it should be. So, and if you are doing some content with AI tools that are really, really good quality, it's actually expensive, because you use prompts, and every time you ask the tool to do something, it costs you more and more and more. So the question is it actually worth it, or is it more expensive than using humans? So content needs to be good, needs to be relevant, and needs to have a value. That's what Google keeps saying. And I'm not saying it because Google is saying it, but if I go to a website, I want to make sure that the content is good, it's optimized, that there are no spelling mistakes, it's relevant to me, because I am a human that actually wants to buy from this website and understand what this website is about. And if I, as a human, don't care, why would Google, right? And so optimizing all of the pillars of SEO, which traditionally is three: technical, on page, off page, but as well think of the soft metrics. Are your pages matching what people are expecting to do on that page? Are you answering the user's intent? Can Google actually happily rank you for this, show you as a result, and then is happy that they showed you for a result because you actually interact with the page, because they did a good job recommending you? And not just in Google, but same in all the other search engines, Bing, Yahoo, same in ChatGPT, because you ask ChatGPT and then it gives you a source. And if you're going to check the source, was it a good source or was it really, really bad? So optimizing all of them and understanding how people are interacting with your pages, and optimizing further for people interacting with your pages better, is how you rank better. Obviously, there are tons of tricks from Black Hat that are going to help you rank faster, but it's not going to last and might harm you very badly on a long run. So I don't recommend those. I have lots of people coming to me like, can you do this black hat SEO trick? They ask for cloaking, for bot traffic, for lots of things I don't do. And I tell them, no, you want someone to do that, please go away, because I'm not going to put my name to tricks that might ruin your business. Simple as that. And obviously, I'm not saying obey by all the Google rules, because you would never rank, because Google is saying don't do this, don't do that. But moderate, understand what Google is allowing you to do. Like, for example, manipulating with the links. I mean, that's a manipulation we should not do according to Google. But without links, you cannot rank, right? So there are things that you can do and is not going to harm you. And there are things that you can't do, because long term, you're going to lose all your investments.
So I would like to ask you a few more questions about link building and anchor pillowing. What anchor strategy would you recommend for new burn websites? What tactics should we follow? Should we build brand mentions or should we go through the target keywords, or how we can find a balance?
Definitely make your research. If you are starting a website, understand the market, for example. And this is something people many times don't understand that this can happen. If I'm opening an operator or affiliate website in certain market, am I going to get closed off because I have no business being there without license? So for example, I'm from Slovakia. If I would be opening an affiliate website, I wouldn't go to Slovakia. There is this huge list and they keep blocking daily. So you might invest in a beautiful website, you might invest lots of money, and in 1 week, when they start to find you, 2 weeks, month, whatever, they've got a whole watch team, they're just gonna close you. And you made zero because you get closed. Understand the market. Is it worth to be there? That's the first question you need to answer yourself. Is that market oversaturated? Like, should you go to regulated market UK? Is that a place you can make money? Is Australia for you? Or do you want to do some other languages that might be a little bit, maybe the CPA is not that amazing or the rev share is not that amazing, but there is not that many people there. Maybe you're looking into Portugal and you realize that crypto casino reviews are missing. And what is ranking for crypto casino is just Parasite SEO and blogs that are talking about crypto payments, but there is nothing. So find, first of all, the niche and the market where you can make money without being closed off, without breaking rules, without losing your investment. Now, if you're going to go something extremely oversaturated, it's going to be very expensive and impossible, right? So, Sweden online casino starting today, I wouldn't. But let's say South Africa, maybe I'll start because this is a growing market. It's not that oversaturated. And I know in 2 years' time it can be making good money. So understand where you can still make money. That's the first thing. And then create a niche you want to do. You don't have to necessarily do online casino. You can do sports. You can do crypto casino. You can only review live casino games because that's your passion and that's what you understand. You will create a good product and you build a website around that product so you don't have one of the generic websites that are everywhere. Then you create your keyword research and then you create your content strategy. I'm starting with 20 pages, and every month I will try to add 5 pages because that's what my time and budget allows me. Nothing wrong with that. But make a plan. Everything comes from understanding your market, your budget, your product, and then you can do something. Like, there's always a way to make money, there's always a way to enter the market, but you need to understand what is going to make you money. And I think a lot of people don't do that. They are like, oh, Ontario is now big, let's go there and open affiliate website for Ontario. But they don't understand it's going to take them lots and lots and lots of money to actually rank in Ontario, because suddenly everybody last 5 years is going to Ontario. So don't go there. Go somewhere where you can make money faster. You know, think of the space you're entering. I think this is something people are missing from the whole picture. Because as an SEO, they just think keyword link. And you can do this for a year, for two. If that space is oversaturated with huge websites, as you said, gambling.com, for example, then you're simply going to have difficult time making your investment back. So that would be my absolutely number one thing: understand your space.
Yeah, totally agree. I think that the biggest disadvantage in affiliate SEO in a gaming in community that people are not so open to share their tips, tricks, recommendations, because everyone is aware of his own geo niche keywords. And I know that affiliate SEO specialists are not so open to share their tips. So thank you very much for this, that you shared your story, your experience, and really useful tips. I wish I knew some of these moments in the beginning. Thank you very much, and let's underline main takeaways. So do not repeat strategies from huge brands such as Katana websites or gambling websites, because probably if you have a new website, it will not work. Try to be more creative. For link building, try to find a reliable and stable partner to take care about your links and budgets. Um, do not use AI until you are not a super super expert in this field. It's better to find some experienced person in this niche, and try to adapt for new Zoomer people, because Zoomers started to gain some money, they started to earn, and they started to spend. So try to adapt your strategy for new aged people. This will help you, especially if you can add some kind of useful visual material such as videos, infographics, maybe podcasts, YouTube, etc., whatever you want. Do not repeat what everyone's do, because if everyone's do the same, probably you will not win this game. So I hope this was useful for you guys. If you like, please like, subscribe. You can reach out to Ivana if you need some help, recommendation, or consultation. And yeah, that's all. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.